Welcome to the C-Suite, where we are helping women to create choices in their careers. I'm Danielle Jaworski. In our first segment, we are talking with small animal veterinarian turned herb and flower farmer, Diane Corlett. She is the owner of Lochland Botanicals just outside of Guelph. She's going to be sharing with us how she shifted and created this whole new career opportunity as a farmer and sharing more about the farm and the magic that you can experience when you visit. Welcome, Diane, to the show.
Thank you so much. Really happy to be here today. So I do still practice a little bit, even though I am a farmer now. I try to keep my license and continue to practice because it's very busy now in the veterinary world with COVID. So I'm doing my part to help out. Yeah.
That's so nice. And that's actually where I was going to start with the questions for you is you're a small animal veterinarian. And then in 2017, you opened the doors to Lochland Botanicals. So where did this idea and the inspiration for you to add another career onto your already busy professional life?
Well, we have this beautiful 93-acre farm that is mostly dedicated to horse boarding, at least until recently in 2017, as you say. We decided, you know what, the horse boarding is really not a very productive way to earn an income. And the farm is, it's beautiful. Why not share it? So we did travel around multiple farms before we decided on what we were going to do. Initially, we thought we would have a wedding venue here. That's been a little bit difficult to have a wedding venue in an older barn, but that's still on the table. Visited multiple U-pick farms for fruits, as you know, and apples. Visited some farms that also do just sort of tours of gardens, botanical places. And I thought, why not combine the two and have flowers and herbs that everyone can pick and then take a little bit of beauty home with them? Yeah, so that's kind of where the idea started.
Sounds so interesting. Now, did you have a lot of flowers and herbs already growing on the farm, or was this something that you had to almost resource and then bring into the farm?
I had to start from scratch. I was always an avid gardener, but certainly didn't have the material at home in order to start my own thing. So I had started researching and visiting quite a few of the greenhouses, mostly had a fortuitous stop in at Richter's Herbs over in Newmarket and met a lovely lady there working who advised on many herbs that we could consider to grow in our zone. We're in a zone B, and certain things will survive and certain will not. So as I always say, it's been a bit of a grand experiment for us to see what really likes to grow here and what we can do with those herbs that can grow here. So she advised on also sea buckthorn trees and a few other berry trees. So we started expanding from herbs to a little bit of fruit trees when we first met with her. And I think our actual first planting in 2017 in the fall, or rather in 16 in the fall, was sea buckthorn trees, which are an amazing tree that produces vitamin C in great amounts for basically a northern fruit. It's our lemon of the north, and lots of omega-3 fatty acids. And we thought that's very intriguing. So we started there and then just started looking at ways to plant herbs without having to weed them every day.
Oh, so it sounds like there's a lot of work involved as well that maybe you weren't expecting. It was all new.
Yes, there is a lot of work. Now, one of the ways to get around, we're always trying to automize and mechanize in some fashion, but there's so many things that we do by hand and on our hands and knees. But we were able to lay down a ground cloth cover, which suppresses weeds. So you have to burn holes through that ground cloth cover in order to plant your plants. So we put little seedling plants in the ground that way. And then we have a large tractor that can carry a large amount of water. And we would use a water tote that we've basically kind of figured out how to get the water out onto the plants without damaging the plants. So that gets driven up and down the rows to water. And we've got a newer irrigation system in now with sprinklers. So that alleviates a lot of the sort of manual labor in the middle of the summer when it gets so hot and dry and those plants get thirsty. So yeah, but it's been a great
Absolutely.
learning experience as well. How to make the job fun still, but not quite so backbreaking.
Mm.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've done a lot of, like, say, root cause analysis and really some creative problem solving as well.
Yes, yes. Certainly you need that because as much as it's fun, there's so many hours that get spent doing, just the planting, weeding, and watering of the plants. And then this past couple of years, we've expanded out of that main field that has the ground cloth cover into some of our what were old hay fields, and we've put in flowers of oh so many different varieties, and the flowers have created what we had originally wanted, which was a space where people could come and just basically unwind. They could enjoy through the beauty of the flowers, the smells, the pollinators flying around, how wonderful nature is and how much the earth has to give to us. So we've taken it upon ourselves also to become, kind of guardians of our farm. We're trying to make the soil healthier so the flowers grow better and the pollinators are attracted. I can't believe how many birds are here in spring, summer, and fall, just enjoying the property, as well as the people that come and pick a bouquet to take home with them. It's been really quite lovely. Yeah.
Mhm. So it sounds like you've expanded and added a lot of different, I guess, activities to what visitors can expect when they come to see you. So what are some other things that the visitors can experience when they come to your farm?
Well, we take them on a tractor ride, and that is usually the tractor driver is usually my husband, Steve, who's very gregarious and has the gift of the gab. So he takes them on a little tour on the wagon. It's a lovely old wagon, and people like to get up high so they can see kind of bird's eye view of the farm as well. And then once the tractor ride's done, they can wander on their own. We usually give them a mason jar with snips so that they can cut a bouquet for themselves to take home. And they can wander the fields. There's Hobbit Town, there's Fairyville. We have arches where people love to take Instagram photos, and just getting out in the giant sunflower field, for example, or perhaps even just wandering in through our treed areas. Yeah, there's lots to do. And then they can watch me distill essential oils with our herbs, because I have a very large still in my distillery. So I usually pack that full of something wonderful smelling. Lavender is a real popular one, of course. So I'm distilling usually every weekend, pretty much the whole day we're open. And then I can answer questions in there as well of the various flowers we have. And yeah, so much to see and do. It takes probably an hour and a half to 2 hours to really enjoy the farm fully.
Wow. Well, thank
Yeah.
you so much for sharing more about Lochland Botanicals. And really, visitors can come see you even as we head into the winter, and you're just southeast of Guelph.
That's correct. Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. Oh, so thank you, Diane, for being here today on the show, and really looking forward to kind of seeing what happens and how you grow and what's next for you at Lochland Botanicals.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yes.